In this activity, we're going to enable and disable enhanced session mode when working with our virtual machines. Enhanced session mode allows us to do a little bit more intuitive working with our VMs. Allows for copy paste, allows for sharing of files and folders, and so on. So let's check it out. Here I am. I have a Hyper-V manager up and running inside my server Hyper-V. And on the right-hand side, I'm going to come over to Hyper-V settings. So under Actions, I have a server Hyper-V and then Hyper-V settings. First thing I want to do is in the server section here, I want to come down to where it says Enhanced Session Mode Policy. And I'm going to check the box that says Allow Enhanced Session Mode. By default, this is not enabled, so we want to enable it. Additionally, down here underneath user, I see I have an enhanced session mode and it says use enhanced session mode when available. So I will say OK. Now that we have enhanced session mode enabled, I'm going to double click on server VM1 to open up the console and then start. This is going to take a second and then it will prompt me to connect via enhanced session mode. After just a few seconds of pausing the video, I now see this connect to server VM1 and it's asking me for the display configuration, and I can choose to make a smaller window. I could choose to make a larger window or a full screen. I'm going to leave it at 1024 by 768 for this example. Additionally, there are other options down here which I can check. And under local resources, I can configure audio settings, or I can choose to share local resources, such as my printer being shared to this virtual machine, my clipboard being shared back and forth between this virtual machine, and more. I can actually choose specific drives, like my C drive being shared back and forth, as well as plug and play devices like USB drives that I may connect in. So I'm going to check the C drive there and then say OK and connect. We'll see that the window kind of disconnects and then reconnects here shortly. And then I'm going to go ahead and log in as administrator, password 01. As this connects, I'm going to come down here to the File Explorer and open that up. And we will notice as I look to this PC that I have not just the C drive and the D drive, but I should have, this is the wrong File Explorer. Excuse me. That was not the server VM1 File Explorer. Let me shrink this down a little bit. There we are. And now File Explorer, the correct File Explorer. And when it opens up under the under this PC, we'll see not just the C drive and the DVD drive, but if I scroll down, I will also see C from Hyper-V. So my Hyper-V manager, or the machine I'm connecting to from, is also sharing its C drive with this VM. I can double click this and browse the files from my host machine into my guest as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and minimize that File Explorer as well as Server Manager here. And back in my server Hyper-V, I'm going to minimize everything else. And I'm just going to get back to the desktop. Here on the desktop, my wonderful purple background, I'm just going to say new text document, and I'll call this, I'll just leave the name text document. I'm going to open this briefly just to throw something in here, and then Control S to save. I will right click, copy, and then down here at the taskbar, I will click Server VM1, and then I will right click and paste. And you'll see that I can now copy paste contents back and forth between the virtual machines. So not only can I share drives and share printers, I can also copy paste content back and forth as well. as comfortable and as happy as the enhanced session mode can make us, if we shut that down, there is occasionally times where we don't want that in our environment. So I'm going to come back here to Server Manager, PowerShell, and instead I'm going to turn it off, set-VM host, enhanced session mode, enable enhanced session mode, $false. And I've just disabled it as opposed to using the GUI that we did to turn it on.